New regime, new practice schedule. Quincy, can you talk about what it feels like with the new head coach and the new practice schedule?
I'm gonna just start off here. The tempo has definitely changed. It's a lot quicker. Um, the periods are shorter, but they're again they quick pace. So the coaches have done a great job with getting to the nail of things and being able to also focus on detail as well when it comes to coaching. The defense.
Mike, what do you make of the pace of the practices and I guess shorter ones too?
Great pace. In terms of the offense, it hasn't really changed. In terms of the pace, scheme kind of, the same, and just really energetic.
Quincy, a lot of changes on defense. How are the players adapting to new position coaches, new coordinator, and such?
It took us a few days, honestly. But now we at the point to where, at the end of the day, we still got to play ball. We all, represent, the state on the front of our jersey as well as the name on our back. So, we still have a why. So, we just been balling out there.
Mike, putting your finger on something, what's going on in the second halves of these last few games, what would you say you guys need to do better in second halves?
Just got to finish. Feel like the first half, we'll come out strong, and then it's kind of evident that we've ran out of gas in the second half. So that's been the emphasis. The past couple weeks is really just finishing.
And Quincy, you guys upset Tennessee last year at home, and so I guess they're going to be revved up to try to, get it back on y'all this time. What are you expecting out of Tennessee on Saturday?
I'm definitely expecting a lot of chaos, just from the crowd. I know that's, probably one of the loudest college football stadiums in America, from what I know of. From the players, of course, they lost last year, so I definitely expect them to, come in with a chip on their shoulder to get their revenge back.
Vols have the number one scoring offense in the country. Aguilar seemed to really fit in at quarterback. What do you make of what you guys are going to face, Quincy?
Definitely a competitive guy. They have a great offense, but again, like I say all the time, it's just a matter of how we present ourselves towards them. Anybody can be beat, so we shall see.
And Mike, what do you see from the Tennessee defense?
They have a great defense, but a lot of holes. So it's gonna be a lot of holes in their defense. So it's gonna be a fun game.
And the leadership, Mike, on the team, rallying back after a regime change. What have you made of how the locker room basically has responded to these changes?
I think the biggest thing about our team is everybody's still bought in. So we're still looking to compete these next few weeks, and win out.
Thanks, guys. They're yelling at me in the chat. I'm out.
Go ahead, Trey.
Tom asked them all. Uh, Quincy, what's your reaction with Coach Jay Hayes, and how's that been working with him?
He a pretty cool guy. Of course, he just got in Monday, I think. So, still adapting, getting used to his coaching and his style of coaching. So he seems pretty cool. The D line likes him, and he kind of reminds me of Coach Adams in some cases. But he's a guy who wants to get after the quarterback and a guy who wants to dominate up front. So I like.
We've heard from Coach Petrino about how everything went down with the team meeting and all that stuff. But what was both of you, what was your all's reaction when you heard the news about Coach Pittman, and then the days after, and then leading up to that first meeting with Coach Petrino, and obviously all the changes that have happened with the defensive staff too, and just for both of you?
At first, it was I was kind of shocked. I didn't expect it to happen. After that game, I didn't expect that to happen at all. Um, but I kind of had to have short-term memory because we still have rest of the season to play. Um, and then going to the meeting, Coach Petrino, he came in with energy. Um, gave us, told us how he wants the rest of the season to be, and now we're all bought in. So I feel like that's the best thing about the transition.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off him, I was kind of surprised, especially, it happened during the season. That's something I would expect to, happen after the season. But like Mike said, Coach Petrino, we had a meeting. What day was that?
Sometime
So
last
it
week.
was Sunday or Monday, whenever it was,
Yeah.
before we started practice. But Coach Petrino came in, ears pinned back, just continuously preaching, expect change, happen all your life. So just got to be ready for it, and can't forget the task at hand. So again, just relying back to, just keep grinding, stay focused.
Thanks, guys.
Matty B, go ahead.
Yeah, good to see you guys again. First bye week for you. Just curious how you spent it.
Me, I
Both
just
of you.
I just spent it home chilling. I know, I don't know if you guys know, but my papa, he passed after the Memphis game, so I had his funeral over the weekend, and of course spent as much time as with family while I could. So
I just chilled at the crib with my dog. That's it.
Yeah, condolences to you, Quincy. And then there's a lot of talk about um, needing more effort. How's that sort of come about in practices? Is there a change of routines that kind of leads to more of that? How's that kind of shaped out?
I think it's
when is he talking off both sides of the ball?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go, Mike.
I think it's just more of an emphasis, in terms of offense, emphasizing speed and finishing. So that's been the emphasis for the offensive side of the ball.
For defense, just being more physical, finishing tackles, getting to the ball, most importantly. So, everything is a grind, of course.
And then I guess for either of you, how does sort of like the team treat this week? Is it kind of just more like a road trip business as usual, or is it kind of, are you feeling a sense of everybody really going all in for what would be a good bounce back win?
Yeah, like I said earlier, everybody's bought in. We're looking to win out these next, few games. So that's the mindset.
Right.
Uh, no, what you say? I ain't gonna lie. I'm catching a mean cramp right now. That's why I'm over here smiling. What did you say?
Just about the team this week, whether it's kind of a feeling of business as usual or if guys are going, I guess, more all in for what would be a good bounce back win.
Oh yeah. Nobody wants to lose. So I think, we still have a great chance of, potentially winning out. We've only lost one game. So we still hungry to win, and we still trying to prove us right, because not a lot of people believe in us. So
Yeah, Quincy, what do you remember about the Tennessee game last year?
that's probably that's probably like top three best moments of my life. Uh, Again, I'm gonna say something I said in a past interview, but my coaches believed in me, especially to keep me out there. What I guess in the 2-minute drive, and my coaches, they thought I was probably one of the best pass rushers on the defense that we had, and Landon, EG, and we was told to watch the ball and knock the quarterback off his point. So, Landon, he did his job. EG did his job, and I did my job. And just the whole drive itself, the last play of the game, couldn't hear anything. So and then, of course, when we stopped them, they stormed the field. So again, that's probably like the best moment of my life.
And then last one for me again for you, Quincy. Coach Petrino was talking about kind of acknowledging the defense's past, but then kind of leaving it in the past. So has the defense kind of hit a hard reset, and if so, kind of how's that been?
Um, to some extent. Again, we're always working. To be a defense, you got to be relentless. So you just got to take every obstacle at hand, and got to conquer it. So again, the past is in the past, so we only focus on the future.
You don't always win your first bet. That's why MyBookie has you covered. Use our code HOGS, HOGS, and your first bet up to $500 is fully covered. If your pick doesn't hit, you get it right back with our Bet Back bonus. Go to mybookie.ag and use the code HOGS to claim your Bet Back bonus. MyBookie's where bettors win together because bragging's good, but cashing in is better. And your first bet is fully covered. Use our code HOGS.
Must opt in during the bet to use the Bet Back bonus.